Live at time for tea. Hello, everyone. Um, as always, we're just doing a little bit of checking that everything is working. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube, so I like to do a little bit of a check that we are actually live and that you can hear me okay, because sometimes we have little technical difficulties. But I can hear myself and I can see myself. So we're not doing too badly. Everything looks as it should for the moment. Last week, if you were with us, at some point the screen froze and I couldn't get it back to quite how it is at the moment. So we've managed to get a nice close-up view of what we're doing. So hopefully things stay as they are and we don't have any technical difficulties today. So how are we all? Welcome to another Thursday evening crafting live. As usual, I have been super busy today, super hectic. Everything just seems to happen in these kind of ways where you just have so many things to do all at once. So, and there's just not enough hours in the day. Hello, Annalisa, how are you? So it's been a busy one. Ant is out at the moment. He's doing some work at our other office. So so it's been we've had to split our energies in that way so that we can get twice as much done. So I'm very grateful that I do have Ant's help from time to time, because otherwise I don't think I'd get anything done. Anywho, enough of that, because tonight's live has changed ever so slightly because of how busy I've been today. And one of the reasons that I've been busy today is because I'm on Hobby Maker again this weekend. Hello, Annalisa. Annalisa's asking how Ant is doing. So for those of you that don't know, Ant is his full-time job is as a firefighter. He helps me with Time for Tea and our other business ventures as well. But he has been off work for a while because he's had hip surgery, which was very, very painful, was a tough recovery for him, but he is definitely getting much better. Annalise, thank you for asking. It's still giving him some pain from time to time, and it's still a bit unpredictable, so we're not quite sure. It was one of those surgeries that had some chance of not being fully successful, but if he didn't have it done, the chances of it getting worse were definite, so it was worth taking that chance. So he is occasionally still having some issues, but he is moving around much better and he's feeling much better. So he's actually able to get back to his training this month, well, into February. He'll be able to start training properly because, like Annalisa says, he is so active, and his job means that he has to be so active and so fit. So he's wanting to get back up to full fitness before he starts back with them around March time. So yeah, he's been off for a long while, but it's been a long recovery for him. So thank you for asking, Annalisa. It'll be really touched that you asked. Claire says hello. Jess says hello. Hello to you both. I hope you're all looking forward to tonight's live, because I am going to give you a little bit of a sneaky peek reveal of of the products that and the new products that are going to be on the Hobby Maker show this weekend. So you're going to get to see them before anybody else in the world has seen them. So this is so exciting. And then next week we will have a brand new release of stamps, dies and stencils. It is a smaller release because and I think I've mentioned this before, that I would like to do smaller releases more often for you guys, so that you I don't know, I think the large releases, sometimes it can feel a little bit too much, and obviously with the cost of living and everybody, you know, really managing their crafty spend, then maybe smaller releases are a bit more affordable for everyone, which is what we would, you know, I want everybody to be able to take part. So and I know I would be the same. I want everything, but we can't afford everything. So if we can have a little bit more often, then that's probably a bit easier to manage, and we still feel like we're getting to take part. So that's what I'm hoping to bring you this year. We are a little bit hampered by the fact that some of our all of our dyes are produced in China, and they have the Chinese New Year starts at the end of this month. So there will be a period of time where we can't get any of that produced, but we will be back on it come March time. So yeah, so that's the plan. Fingers crossed. So Jess is excited, and Elise is excited. People can't wait. Oh, I'm really pleased. So good. I'm excited too, and I'm just trying to think where have I put everything, because I've been busy crafting away. I haven't actually got anything out and ready other than what I would like, obviously what I'm showing you right here. So this is an example of something that I'm going to be making on the show this weekend on Hobby Maker, and this is using old products, so this is nothing new in terms of what you can see construction wise. So we've got the extra special dies. I'm trying to think what they're called, because they've got quite a long title, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But they are the slimline add-on dies. So these are the ones that go with our slimline nesting dies. So these are the ones that have got the trio circle. These are the original die set. You can still get these, but this center bit has your 3 apertures, and it fits perfectly in the center of your slimline cards. So we've created lots of add-ons for this set. So we've got tulips, we've got hearts, and we've got the Easter eggs. So this is the Easter egg version, and I've also used one of those layering dies to create this this focal point, which I've then popped on some foam, and I've ink blended in the background. So the ink blending is what we're focusing on here. Annalisa says, I love that die, can't wait to use it. I got it after Easter, so didn't get a chance to use it. I keep trying to think of ways to use it outside of Easter. I know it's quite hard to use it outside of Easter, isn't it? But I guess this is a birthday card rather than an Easter card. So but obviously it will be Easter before we know it. I mean, we're coming up to the end of January. If you're making Easter cards, I've just looked, and the dates for Easter are the end of March. So it's a really early Easter this year. So if you're making Easter cards, you're really going to have to make a start on them in February, because you're going to be needing them to sell beginning of March, if that's what you like to do. So yeah, the timing is quite good. So so this is an example of what I'm going to be making, and I want you to help me make a sample card to go along with this. So I like to sometimes have cards with me that I'm not demonstrating, but that just demonstrate the products that we've brought to air. So that means that you know, I won't be showing how to demonstrate this card, but I would like it to be there on show. So I thought you could help me make that card, because I really don't have time to do it any other time. So I thought you guys would be a good help. We do only have a short amount of time for this show as well. So I'm hoping that it's going to be quite a quick and easy one to put together, because I've got a Facebook Live with my design team after this to go through the new release with them. So it's all happening tonight. It's a very crafty day for me today, but this is what I love to do. So it's really nice to be able to spend some concentrated time doing this. So that's the card. Shall I share with you what we're taking to Hobby Maker on Sunday? Sunday at 4 we're going to be there. So we'll be on Hobby Maker Sunday afternoon at 4 p.m. So so yeah, shall I share with you what we're going to be taking? Eek, I'm excited. This is been long awaited. There's been loads of work put into it, and it has come about based on your suggestions. So you guys that watch every week, that have been with us through, you know, all the years of developing our brand and products and so on, you guys have helped come up with the concept for this. So I'm so grateful to you because I absolutely love it. I love the way it's turned out. So I'm going to bring onto screen two of my caddies. Here they are. So here are two of the Time for Tea blender brush caddies full of blender brushes, and these are the brand new shades of blender brushes. So these are brand new, never seen before. All of the colours have been made exclusively for Time for Tea, so these are, you cannot buy these colours anywhere else, and they are just stunning. And they have been designed to match some of my favourite Distress Oxide colours, and that is based on your guys' suggestions. When I was asking about what kind of colours people really wanted, I think a few of you suggested why not look at the Distress Oxides, because that's what we always use, and I thought that's just the perfect idea, because it makes such a good set. So I've stuck to the rainbow, but with the Distress Oxides in mind, and we've also gone for slightly different sizes as well this time. So I'll show you, because Annalise has mentioned the Twisted Citron and says, oh, they're so beautiful. So this is the Twisted Citron set. Twisted Citron is one of the most favourite of the Distress Oxides. You all know it and love it yourselves. So coming up with a shade that was pretty much identical to that was tough, but I think we've gone and done it. I think we've actually really achieved it. So the two sizes that we've got here are the midi size and the small. So if I compare this to one of our original brushes, you can see that you've got the large, medium and small. So sometime in the future we will be getting these in the large version, so you'll be able to get all three to match, but we weren't able to get them at this stage. So so they will be coming in a later release, but they are just so gorgeous. So you can see that I've already used these with my Twisted Citron. So the colour that is on the brush there, that's the ink, and you can see that they are, you know, they're bang on, aren't they? It's amazing. And we've gone there from that to tumbled glass. We've gone for milled lavender. We've gone for worn lipstick. We've gone for a candied apple. We've gone for scattered straw. Rustic wilderness. And dried marigold. So you can see we've got a full rainbow there, but these, and I've focused on more of pastel shades because they're the shades that I do use pretty much every time, but they also are a nice contrast to the brights that we've brought to you before. So if I bring over my other caddy, which has a lot of the original sets in, so you can see these are much brighter and then we have the more pastel version of the colours here. So you've got a really good mix then. So if you've already got a lot of our brushes, which I know a lot of you do, these are not only are these a good option in that they're the lighter shades, the more pastel shades, but they're also different sizes too. So again, that's going to give you more options in terms of what you're going to be able to do with them. So it's really hard for me to show you from this angle, but if I just twist that around, you can see how beautiful they are. So I'm so thrilled with how they've turned out, because there was a lot of effort went into matching the colours with the inks that we wanted. Oh, hello there.
Oh my God.
Anthony has arrived.
Wow.
This is quite a special moment because you don't
an extremely special moment.
often get to say hello, do you? So,
hi everyone. Hope everyone's okay. Hope it's going well. Hope you
is.
like the new brushes. Well, I know you do. I know you do.
That's it. They all say how stunning they are.
They're absolutely amazing. They look even better in real life.
They're gorgeous, aren't
the colour. I mean, props to Jo. She's done a right job of matching it all up. So I'll give her a pat on back.
Thank you. Thank you. It's the only one I get. Hello, Laura, and everyone's saying hello to you, and Annalisa's been asking about you now, how you're recovering from your surgery and stuff, which is really nice.
Thank you for asking. Yeah, everything's going as it should do, I think. Keeps reminding me every now and then, but
that's what I was saying. Every now and again, you get a little twinge, don't you? But you're hoping to be back fully training in February, aren't you?
I am.
Getting back up to full strength and fitness.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit to catch up on, but we'll get there.
Yeah, you will.
You've been keeping me busy anyway.
I've been trying to, haven't I? I've been trying to. Your hands are very cold.
I've been outside.
Yeah, it's cold out there, isn't it? So we've got some crafting to keep us warm tonight.
Good. Well, enjoy. I just want to pop on and say hello.
Oh, lovely to see you. You might even get to see your aunt on Hobby Maker on Sunday.
We're planning on it, aren't we? Yeah, I'll be making my TV debut.
Yeah, so if you've not seen us on Hobby Maker before, it's definitely worth tuning in this weekend because you might get a very rare appearance of Aunt on there as well.
A very special VIP appearance.
Yeah,
I don't know about like it being special because it's me, but it'll be.
It is special because it's you.
It's a rarity, isn't it?
Annalisa's saying, no way, and it's going to be on TV with you. How special for you both. It is going to be very cool. It is going to be very cool.
It's going to be good.
You'll get to know what I have to experience now every time I go on.
That's it, exactly. Yeah, I wanted to feel the pressure of being under the lights.
Yeah, that's it. You'll love it. So yeah. Oh well. Thank you for coming to say hello to everyone. Yeah,
I'll leave you to it.
We shall get some crafting done then. They look amazing, don't they? I love them. I'm so excited for them. They're really cool. So, on to what we're going to do then tonight. And like I say, I'm hoping it's not going to be too long for us because we've not got much time tonight. But I am excited for this particular example because I think it's going to look really cool. But I think I might need a bit of help with colour scheme. I'm thinking of going twisted citron, scattered straw and a bit of dried marigold, but I don't know, I might have to mix it up a little bit with a bit more brights in there, and I'll tell you for why. Shall I explain my vision and then you'll be able to help me? Because my vision is that I would like to make a shaker card with the extra add-on aperture. So a slimline card. It's going to be, I've got all cat fluff everywhere, of course. So it's going to be a portrait style slimline card. So my eggs are all stacked up against each other here, and I'm going to use our and again in fact I'm going to have a look for the name of these because we do have these on the website. They're a shaker mix. Let me see if I can find them. Shaker mix, shaker embellishment mixes. Let's have a look. They are called The Easter Parade, of course they are. Easter Parade. So these are the Easter Parade shaker mix, and you can see that they've got lots of different coloured Easter eggs. They're in all lovely candy pastel colours, which matches our theme beautifully. But I don't want to go for the same kind of colour scheme that I've done here. I want to mix it up a little bit. So I'm thinking kind of the blue, green, yellow would work. And then obviously you're going to have a bit of colour in the background because of the mix itself. So I'm going to follow pretty much the same sort of principle that I did with this one for my blended background, and I love this speckled colour scheme on the front here. I think that looks really cute. I mean, I could make that coloured, but no, I'm not going to, because I think it would be too busy, too many colours going on. So I am going to stick with the colour scheme, you know, the same sort of principle, if you like, that I did with the original, but we're going to make it into a shaker card instead. So I've cut a piece of cardstock the same size as my nesting die shape. So this shape is it the second, or I think it is the second. Yeah, so it's the second largest of those dies in that trio set, and that's created the you know, the focal point, which I've then cut my three shapes from. And this is what those dies look like in real life. So I'm going to pop those over the top. So in terms of which way I want the colour to go, I think I'll go maybe go blue at the blue, green, yellow. I think I'll go blue, green, yellow. That's where my head's going. So let's get my my little mat out here, and the yellow is going to be my scattered straw, my green is going to be my twisted citron, and my blue is going to be my tumbled glass. Now, as always with our brushes, you can use them across multiple shades of the same colour. So even though these are made in the pastel shades, if you wanted to use a darker colour of blue, that will be absolutely fine. Just clean them the same way with a microfiber towel, and you're good to go with your next colour. So they don't transfer, they will be you know, perfect. But once you've got that darker colour on the bristles, because these are white, they will stay that colour. So I'm going to try and keep these to all the matching shades, because I think they're just going to look beautiful that way. So starting with my tumbled glass, I'm going to pop this ink onto my page. Now these are incredibly soft, so beautiful quality, and because they are a smaller brush head, then the intensity of the ink is much deeper. So that means that even though I'm using quite a pale colour, you will still be able to see that intensity come through. Twisted Citron's next, and that's going to blend beautifully with that blue, and it's going to look so fresh. Love that. And then I can just keep checking where that's overlapping, and what I might do is I might overlap some of that green up into that area above, so that when I pop my little egg shape over the top, you can see that blend. That's so cute. And then we're going to do the same with our scattered straw. What did I do with my yellow? There she is. Scattered straw. Oh, such a beautiful, rich colour, this one. So again, if I just pop that over the top, you can see how that's all starting to blend together. So not adding any more ink, but just softening that blend That is gorgeous. How lovely does that look? And then to finish this off at the bottom, I'm really tempted to go back on with a bit of blue. So let's just add a bit of blue. That'll turn this very green. It's going to turn my brush a bit green as well. But let's try that. Gorgeous, gorgeous blend. And then if I pop that over the top, you can see now we've got a lovely blend across all three of those. I've got colour on my brush, so I'm just going to rub that off, get that excess ink off, and there we go. We're back to a pale blue again. And a few more uses of the tumbled glass, and that will you'll not know that that was ever used for another colour. There we go. I'll give that one a clean. So that's the background. I'm going to keep those out because I'm going to do a little bit of splatterings. So I will just move them to one side for the minute because I'm going to use a bit of scrap paper just to cover everything up a little bit, and I'm going to use my little very well loved acrylic block here to add a bit of white, which I did with the other. So I just need a tiny little bit of white acrylic, and I've got my water here and my paintbrush, and then we're just going to add a bit of water to that, get that nice and moving around, and then we're just going to do some splattering. And of course it does go everywhere. I'm going to try not to get it on my new brushes because I've got to take these on TV. I can see already that I have splattered them, so I'm going to give them a clean. I'm terrible, honestly. I'm so bad for that. So bad for it. So, see, look, splattered my brushes. It does literally go everywhere, though. That is the thing. So, let's move that out of the way and give this a bit of a clean as well, because I'm going to do the same technique that I've done with the previous one around the card, but I'm also going to do a bit of splattering on here as well, because I think this is what makes it look like speckles. So I need my larger block for this. I'm going to pop that in the middle, and then I'm going to add some tumbled glass, some scattered straw on there. I think I'm going to do a bit of pink and a bit of purple as well. So this will bring in the colours that we've got in the mix as well. So starting with my palest shade first, I think that's going to be my blue. Just add a bit of water, pick some of that up. Once it's moving up freely around, you're pretty much good to go. So I'm going to just pop my paper there and hope that that kind of blocks everything, and then give that a good knock off the brush. Clean my brush. We'll go in with some bit of purple. It's all moving around nicely. make sure we've got plenty of that covering. Next up, I'm going to go with the pink. There we go. Some nice big pink splatters on there. And then finally a bit of yellow, and that should bring everything together. I do love this technique. It's so messy, but it's clean messy. I don't know if that's a thing, but there are a lot of messy crafts, and I'm not really a big messy crafter. I don't really like getting covered in lots of paint and you know, glues and things, but this is quite this is about as messy as I get, is a bit of splattering. So, but that's going to look so cute. It's going to look just like a mini egg, and who doesn't love a mini egg? And it's going to make me want to eat mini eggs now. So it's and we actually do have mini eggs in the cupboard already, because they are selling mini eggs in all of the supermarkets already. So that's just crazy, isn't it? And Elisa says that she gets splatter everywhere, even with a splatter box. Is it okay if it is water colour white, but if it is acrylic, it is hard to gain out? Absolutely, it's very hard. Laura Ann says, was thinking mini eggs and how your nails actually look like them too. Oh, do they? I guess they are like the almond shape of mini eggs, aren't they? Which is really cool. So we've now got our background, and then we've got our splattered. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Hopefully you can see the little splatter on there. But that's going to sit over the front, and then on the background here, so it's going to sit kind of like this. Okay, so on the first card that I showed you, around the outside I used the brushes to add a bit of a coloured border, and I think that really makes it pop and stand out. But I did it the opposite way to how I coloured my eggs. So I'm going to do the same here. So I'm going to move those to one side because that still needs to dry. But from the bottom, I'm going to go blue, then green, and then yellow, and do it the opposite way around. Oh, and I'm actually going to use my small brush for this, because this does get much better concentrated colour in around the edges. So this is where the small brush head really comes into its own, because you're able to direct the colour exactly where you want it. So a little bit like the stackables do, it gives you a really nice, like I say, concentrated amount of colour, but in the same design as your other brushes. So that's why I wanted to do them, because it gives you that same flexibility in your hand, you know, the handled brushes that you would get from the stackables. So a bit of twisted citron along the middle, just blend that into the blue. And I mean, I know you guys know I go on about my brushes a lot, because I use them all the time. But these are the best quality of brushes that, you know, you could ever hope to come across. They are so soft, it's unbelievable. They are just stunning, and you know, the effect that you get with them, because they're so soft, it's just like, it goes on just like butter, so smooth. So yeah, you're gonna love it, and the colours are just awesome, if I do say so myself. So I mean, look how cute that brush is. I love them so much. So let's pop this together now so you can see the full effect. You've got the yellow, the green, and then the blue. So it's just makes it stand out so much better that way. So we can clean this up and we can move this now, because that's all our background bits done. Now for the show, we're not actually taking any stamps on the show. So that's why most of the demos that I'll be doing will be just involving a little bit of simple text. Sue says, hi everyone, hope all are well. Hello there, Sue. We're doing good. We're enjoying having a bit of crafty time. And I'm going to have a little bit of fun now putting together this shake card. So the plan is thus, she says. This is still a little bit wet, but I have got, and I did get, what did I do with it? A bit of acetate at the ready. So I don't know what I've done with it now. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I dreamed it. Where did I put that? One moment, I will be back. I have to get a little bit of acetate together so that we can make our shaker element. I feel like I should have some bits in here. Will that be big? Oh, that's plenty. Plenty big enough. Love that. Okay. So this has got a bit of fluff on it, I can see. So I'm going to have to give it a bit of a wipe. Let's have a look. I mean, this craft room is just, you know, it's just rife with cat fluff, isn't it? Let's be right. So I'm going to use my my glue pen for this. But I'm not quite dry yet, so I'm blowing on it like that's making a difference. Try my heat tool. I don't want to warp it, but I just need it to be dry. So just stick a bit of heat on it. Front and back. Prevent a bit of warpage. So I'm too impatient. Okay. I think we're almost there. That'll do. I think I just about got it, and like I said, I don't want to warp it. So the reason I'm going to go with my tape pen here is because that's if there's any. I don't think there's any tape left on this tape pen. No, that one's a goner. Is it? Or is it just not moving round? Yeah, it's a goner. On to the next. This one looks like it's still got some. Oh, this is a dotty one. But the reason I'm going for this is because it will stick to my, my acetate immediately. There'll be no glue squishing out. So we can add that onto there, and then can cut around it. With my trusty scissors. There we go. And don't do that very well, did we? There we go. Then we're going to get a really nice clean edge to it. Perfect. And then the usual trick is to add another bit of acetate to the back of your shaker element once you've put those bits in. So I'm going to hang on to that. We're going to turn this chap over, and then I'm going to get my super thin shaker tape. Annalisa says those brushes will sell like hotcakes on the show. I'm sure of it. Oh, I hope so, Annalisa, because you know I love them so much. I'm so proud of them. But you always worry that maybe people have already got, you know, a lot of them, and so you know they think, oh well, maybe I don't need any more. But the colours that we've brought, I think, are just so worth it. So I'm going to double up my shaker tape. So I've actually folded a bit in half here, not very well. There we go, and snip that. And then what I want to do is make sure that I've got tape in between each of these little egg shapes, so that you're going to get plenty of shaker bits in each area. So if we chop that one down there, and that one will probably just about fit there. We do that. Great. So we'll take that bit off there. Oh, this is the perfect time for you to arrive, isn't it? Just when I've got enough fluff and my acetate. Maisie comes. Hello, Maisie. Come to help. She's so cute. Okay, so she's actually been sat in the office with me all day today, keeping me company. She has. She's definitely a crafty cat. She loves to be in here crafting. Oh, she's got in a little box. That's cute. She's not done that for a while. So she's got a little box on the shelf that was supposed to be for storage. It wasn't meant to be a little cat bed. It's a tiny little like IKEA plastic box that she's decided, yeah, this'll do. This'll do for me. Haven't you? So yeah, she's now decided that that's her little bed. So I now can't store anything in it. So we're going to pop one at the bottom here, which is obviously just for you know, for the stability of the piece. But then this one is the bit that I want my shaker elements to butt up against. So each of these little squares need to be what's the word? Completely sealed, so that your shaker bits don't come out of any gaps. Oh, you got bored with that? So this is going to be the tricky bit, is just getting this all fully lined up. I'm going to play with that should go there nicely. You're playing with the bits of the backing tape. cute. So helpful also. Don't you come and put your fluffy bum on this. I'll never get the fluff out. There we go. So just carefully putting these bits together. So you can see why I wasn't going to do this on air, because this is a bit fiddly to be doing on air. I mean, you can prepare some of these bits, but I think for this type of project, it is quite nice to see how it's been put together, just for, you know, your own kind of interest, isn't it? You know, how does that work? How did that get put together? If you skip over that, then it can be a little bit daunting to try yourself. Well, that's most inconvenient, Maisie. Most inconvenient. It's not a very good view for everybody watching either. As cute as you are, it isn't the best view. People probably do want to see what I'm doing. Alice says the fact that they are colour matched to the distress inks is amazing. People will want them. Oh, I do hope so. That it was such a great idea, and I can't remember who came up with it. I think a couple of people did have the same idea, and you know, I would love to credit you for it, because it was pure genius. So I am just cutting little bits of my doubled up foam tape so that they will seal up all of the gaps, so that we don't have any escaping. No, Maisie, no. You're so helpful, aren't you? Not. Oh, I hope this last piece is big enough, but I have a feeling it's going to be a bit too small. There we go. Oh no, I think it might just do it. The pieces are definitely small enough. Okay, so you can see here now we've got our little wells have been created. I'm going to have to move this little pussycat. What's this over here? What's this? What about your little bed over here? Come on, let's pick you up. There you go. There you got me. You've got my jumper. There you go. Unhook. She's hooked me and she won't unhook. She's absolutely useless with her claws, this one. She doesn't know how to retract them fish hooks, dear. So, great. Now, so we've got our other piece of acetate, which will go over the top of this once we've filled those wells. So, I never know whether to take the backing tape off first or after, but I think the best thing to do is to take it off first. But before I do that, I am going to use this very poor looking bit of embossing powder here. I mean, I don't think anything comes out of this, I'm not gonna lie. So I'm gonna just see, look, it's absolutely full of, oh, just dropped it. It's full of the powder. It smells beautiful. I mean, it smells just like baby powder, to be honest. Right, I've got it all over my fingers. I've got it all over everywhere. So the idea behind this is that it just takes any tackiness off the inside, covered in it now, so that when we do put our shaker bits in, they should flow freely. So I'll just try and clean the fluff off everything. that Maisie's left us, which is very good of her. And then I'm going to get some of my shaker bits. So I have here like a little jewellery tray for like little jewellery gems and things, but this is quite a good way of just dispensing some of these elements into the well. And I want there to be enough in there for it to make a good shaker. So I'm very guilty of not putting enough bits in, so then it just looks a bit pathetic. I can either go too few or too many. That seems to be my thing. There's no kind of middle ground. So I didn't take my tape off. I may regret that, because if you ping, you know, there's a danger that you're going to ping bits off and then all of your bits go flying. So I'm just going to do this super careful. Hopefully we've got enough bits for it to be a good shake, but not too many bits that you then don't see the shake. And I kind of want to turn all of my little rabbits over, but they are double-sided, so that's good. I was thinking if they're only on one side, but no, they're all double-sided. Oh, I love that. This is a great fun little mix. We've got some little bits that have escaped. Excellent. So now we've taken all of the backing off, this is where we can put some of this on top, you see. So hopefully you can see all of that. I know the light's shining on it a little bit. So there's a little bit of smudge on there, but I'm just going to line that over the top and then push that down. Make sure that's fully secured. There is a little bit of a carrot that's got stuck to it, but I think we've managed to poke that down, and that one can poke down. I think that's pretty much stuck. Yes. Yeah, there was one little carrot that's got stuck just there. But now when I turn it over, you can see that all of those lovely eggs, those lovely shaker bits, are in the eggs and they move around perfectly. Oh, I love that. And I think that is the right number. I've actually done the right number. So there is a little bit of hangover because it wasn't obviously cut to size, but the rest of it seems to be pretty good. So let's leave that as is. Let's gather all these little bits of backing card out of the way. And now we can pop this. So now the reason why we've done that is that now we can pop this on the back of here and we can line it up exactly to where we want it. So if we didn't have that on there, then we would be, you know, tentatively lining this up. If we got it on a little bit wonky, then we would be in a bit of a difficult position because we won't be able to lift it back off again. So this is the ideal way of making a shaker card, in my opinion. I just think it's so much easier to do it this way. And again, we can use our tape runner around the outside edge so that we get an instant bond. We could even do it along the middle there because you're not going to see that. And then you know that you're going to get that quick bond to the background. So let's line that up. Perfectly done. And that's our shaker element ready to just be stuck onto our card base. How gorgeous is that? And then we'll just need a sentiment. So I'm going to use glue to attach this to the back, and then I'm going to have a look through my sentiments, and I think I could potentially use the same sentiment that we've just used, but because I don't want anything that's too big that's going to, you know, take away from the beautiful background. So pop that on there. Still fluff on it. Oh, I hope that fluff's not in the back, actually in the card. I think it is. Never mind, I don't think you'll see it. Bit of cat DNA in there. Bit of Maisie. Okay, so lovely. Love that. So for sentiments then, what I've got here is I've got the simple sentiments, which has got a happy Easter, but it's just a very small, simple happy Easter, but it's really useful. We've got the bold sentiment set, but I think this might be a bit too big. And then we've got the extra special birthday, which you saw on the previous card. So on the previous card I've used have an extra special day, which is on here. We can use there's a Happy Easter, which would work, wouldn't it? Because it's got little bunnies in there. Have an extra special Easter. What about have an extra special Easter? So you can have an extra special Easter. So we can have one on each bit. I love that idea. Let's do that. So on this one, I've done it white on black. I think that really looks lovely. It stands out really well. So I think I'm going to go with that again. I love heat embossing onto black. It just makes such a statement. I've got two different bits of black there, so try and keep them the same. That's cardstock, that feels more paper-like. What we got here, that's probably better because that's, we should be able to get everything out of that one piece, and then we know it's all on the same colour cardstock. So I keep as you know, just like little packs of offcuts in my A5 storage pockets, and that means then that I'm not wasting any of my bits of cardstock, no matter what colour, no matter what size. I've usually got a scrap that I can use for things like this. So I've used my anti-static pad for this because I feel like I need more coverage than we did with the embossing powder tool. And I'm going to use my stamping block here, and then get these stamped out. So we've got have an extra special they should fit on there. I'll be able to move them a little bit closer, I think. There we go. And then I think we could probably fit Easter on there as well. So if we pop Easter on the side, we should be able to get them all stamped in one go. So a bit of embossing ink over the top of there. Sorry, I've gone off screen a little. And pop that on there. And then get that stamped. Nice firm stampage. So we are quickly running out of time, but I think we should just be able to get this last bit done. I just need my little bit of scrap paper, so I can pop my embossing powder over the top. Lovely. Lovely stuff. I think I got good coverage first time I did it, but for some reason I tend to do two lots. for just for safety. And then I'm going to grab my heat tool again and let apply a bit of heat to this. See if you guys can see it change as we add the heat. So try and keep it in one place rather than wafting it about, and then it should eventually take hold and you'll see it transform. There we go. Super quick. Again, another favourite technique of mine, as you know. So we'll just snip that off. That little piece I'm going to keep because you can easily get a couple of sentiments off that. Trim off the bottom of that one just so that it goes through my die cutting machine, because I'm going to use my little die cutting machine here, and all of these sentiments have, put that back on there, have the coordinating dies. So we'll get these out and let's match them up. Have an extra, there you go. Special has got an L on the end of it, so that will be that one. So when I'm trying to find the correct sentiments, I do look at what the different ends of the word are. So this one's got an R and a straight letter at the other end, so that one seems like the best fit from what I can see. So let's just pop a bit of washi tape on here, and this one too. Make sure that you've got them lined up and fully secured, because you don't want them moving around in the machine. See that one? I'm moving that one around, which I don't really want to do. So, because while it is easy to just do them again, we also don't need to do them again, do we? Annalisa's saying she loves the shaker bits. They're adorable. They absolutely are. All of the shaker bits that we've got in the shop are really cute. We've got something for every occasion as well, which is what I wanted to do. What I've really tried to do over the years is have a collection of crafty items that you can use all year round. So that'd be stamps, dies, stencils, every occasion that you might have a reason to send a card to someone or make a project. I'm hoping that there is something for all of those occasions. So the challenge for this year is, what are the occasions that I've missed? What else do we need to add to the stash? Claire's saying, looking great, long time since I did a shaker card. I know, it's a while since I've done one. And I don't know why I don't do them more often, because they're so cool, and they look so much fun, and they are really easy to do. So have an extra special Easter. That looks so cute. I love that. So shall we pop these up, or have we got enough going on that we don't need to pop them up? I love popping things up. So I'm just going to pop them up at the extra. What is it? Who is it that says it? Annalisa, that dimension is life. I've not watched one of her videos for ages, actually, but I love her stuff. She's so very cool. She's like the coolest of crafters. I think anyway. So yeah, Annalise, Laura Basson, she sings it. That's it. Dimension is life. Dimension in all things. I'm very much a fan of that. Very much bought into that. So so yes, dimension is life. Why the devil not is what I say. Oh, nearly did that one upside down. We don't want an upside down Easter, do we? There we go. So she's done. Yay! And that's it. I mean, I think it sends your eyes a bit funny on video when you watch a shaker. So I'll have to try and do it a bit more slowly. How's that? But the shaker bits work really well and it just looks really, really cute. So thank you so much for helping me with that. Thank you for your lovely words about the brand new brushes. I'm going to bring them on screen. Some of them, I can't get them all on. There are actually 8 new shades of colours and 2 sizes in each colour. So, and you can see how pretty those pastels are and how they go well with our project that we've just made. So we've got all of the pretty distress inks that go with it as well. So yeah, I think that is just, yeah, I think that's just what I was hoping, you know, that we would we would accomplish when we made these, is just this really gorgeous set of pastel shades, beautiful brushes, and that all match and coordinate with your projects. So yeah, I hope that you all love them as much as I've enjoyed designing them, designing with them, and I hope you like our little shaker card that we've made. Annalisa says, I love her. Annalisa says she is a beauty. Laura, I'm beautiful. Sue says, great card. And lots of love faces from Annalisa. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for watching tonight. I am going to say goodbye because I have got a couple of minutes to get ready for our live with the design team. I've got to tidy up all of the mess that I've made. But it's not been a good crafting session if you haven't made a mess, is it? So so yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I will see you on Sunday at 4 o'clock on Hobby Maker, and I will also see you next Thursday. Next Thursday will be the reveal of the stamps and dies then for this release, with the intention of everything being released that weekend. So is that the first? Is it the 1st or the 2nd of February? On the Friday, it's the 2nd. So on the 2nd of February, that's when the collection will be released, and you will see it all live here first on the 1st of February. So that's exciting. So I hope you can join me for that. In the meantime, have a fabulous, fabulous rest of your week, and I'll see you all soon. Thank you, guys. Bye. Bye.